Hello, you're here on another episode of the Science Sisters.
Today we are talking about the 6 steps of the scientific method.
What's the first one, Hannah?
This is observation, which is the topic of experiment which needs to be answered. What's the second one, Abby?
It's research, which is to find out what the topic is about.
Next is forming a hypothesis, which is to predict the outcome of a problem.
And then next is the experiment, which is a procedure to test the hypothesis.
And then we record the results from the experiment.
And then last but not least is the conclusion, which compares the hypothesis to the experiment's conclusion.
Oh, very cool. What's the difference between a hypothesis, theory, and law, Abby?
So a hypothesis is a limited explanation of the phenomenon. And then a theory is an in-depth explanation of the phenomenon. And a law is a statement about a phenomenon.
Okay, that's so cool. Thanks.
Could you give me some examples, Hannah?
Yeah, an example of a hypothesis is if you gave a plant an unlimited amount of sunlight, the plant will grow to the fullest size. An example of a theory is a cell theory, that all things are made up of cells. And the last is a law, which is Newton's third law of motion, which is for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Cool.
So what's the difference between deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning?
Deductive reasoning moves from a generalized principle that is known to be true to a true and specific conclusion. And inductive reasoning moves from a specific instances into a generalized conclusion.
That's so cool.
All right, let's do an experiment now.
Okay, so what's in this thing of, what is this, Abby?
This is a sock, and it's full of dry rice.
Okay, what are we gonna do with that?
We are gonna put it in the microwave.
Okay, what do you think is gonna happen?
I hypothesize that it's gonna get hot when we put it in the microwave.
Okay, so let's.
We think that
Oh, yeah.
because rice traps heat.
Okay, should we try it out, Abby?
Let's try it.
Okay, so we're gonna put it in there.
So
Okay.
for 15 seconds, it's gonna cook
Yes.
in the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's hot!
It is warm.
Wow. Our hypothesis was correct.
So we conclude that our hypothesis was correct, that the rice would warm up in the sock.
Wow, what did you know?
What do you know?
That's it.
That is it.
Thanks for watching
Hope
the
you-
Science Sisters.
Hope you learned a lot.
See you next time.